Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to make key lime pie. Now I'm going to do it a semi-homemade version, but you could certainly do the homemade version all the way if you'd like to. It's quite simple, so let's get started. Alright, let's start with our ingredients. Today we are doing a bought graham cracker crust. Now you can make your own, and if you'd like to see how we did that, you can do our go see our peanut butter pie recipe where we make our own graham cracker crust. It's quite simple, but to save a few steps today, I did buy a store-bought one, so that's why it is semi-homemade. We have 4 egg yolks, so I've already got those coming to room temperature in my bowl. And we have some key limes. Now key limes are very small. They're different than limes, but you could certainly use limes if that's all you have. We also have 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, which ironically enough, they have a picture of key lime pie on the front there. And you can use key lime pie juice. Now you can get this in the store, or if you can't get it, you can certainly substitute regular lime juice, or you can juice your key limes. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, we need 4 teaspoons of the zest of a key lime. So I have my key lime here, and I have my microplaner, or you can get a zester here. And I'm just gonna zest until, this is about a 16-ounce bag worth of key limes, but I'm just gonna zest until I have the 4 teaspoons that I need of the key lime zest. You don't want to get down into the white part, so I'm going to keep turning it so I get only the green. Your zest should start looking fine like this, and we're going to keep going until I have my 4 teaspoons. All right, we have our 4 teaspoons of grated lime, and these are kind of what they look like when you're done. I used 6 of them to get 4 teaspoons, but that will depend on your size of your key lime. So I have quite a few left over. We can use these for garnish or for juicing or anything like that. So we're gonna hang on to these and we'll be right back. All right, we have our room temperature eggs. These are the 4 egg yolks, and I'm gonna add to it our 4 teaspoons of the grated key lime zest. Again, you can use regular lime if that's what you have. The key lime's a little bit more tart, but both will get the job done. We're gonna mix these up for just a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna add our 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk and our 1/2 cup or 80 grams of key lime or lime juice. All right, our egg and lime zest mixture is done, so now I'm going to add in our sweetened condensed milk. This is a small jar. It's 14 ounces. It says 396 grams if you're measuring that out. All right, now we're going to add our key lime juice. It's a 1/2 cup, 80 grams. And we'll get that mixed in. Here's our mixture. It's all nicely blended. It looks a little like a runny pudding texture. We're gonna let that set out just for a few minutes to make sure it's room temperature, because the key lime juice I had stored in the fridge, so it was cool. So I want that to kind of get a little bit warmer before I put it in the oven. Now the pie crust, we did buy this one, but if you made it, you're gonna wanna bake it and then let it cool before you put the pie filling into it. So this one's already prepared and ready to go. We're just going to pour our pie mixture into this. All right, our filling has set out for a few minutes just to get a little bit warmer. And we did preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So you'll want to preheat your oven, because this is going to bake for about 15 to 17 minutes. And then when it comes out, we will add our whipped cream topping. All right, this is ready to go in the oven. Now this is a 10-inch pie shell, and I left room in it so that you can put your whipped cream topping on it. But if you wanted a thicker pie, you could always do the same recipe in a 9-inch shell, and it would bring the filling up a little bit higher. So today is St. Patrick's Day. It's why I'm wearing green. Also, I thought it'd be fun to make something that is a green dessert, but we're actually doing this for Easter. And one great thing about key lime pie is it freezes so well. So we're going to freeze it after it's cooled completely, and we're going to take it out the night before Easter, and it'll be perfectly ready to serve on Easter Sunday for our dessert. All right, our key lime pie has finished baking, and while it's cooling, we're going to go ahead and make up our whipped cream. It's very simple, 3 ingredients. We're going to start with 1½ cups of heavy whipping cream. We're going to let this beat until it has a little bit of a stiff peak, and then we're going to add our ½ cup of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar and a ½ teaspoon of our vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and let this get whipped up. All right, we now have our stiff peaks. As you can tell, there's nothing dripping off of our mixer attachment there. So we are going to add in our powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, and we're going to just do it very gently so it doesn't spray all over the cabinet and the counter. All right, I'm going to let that mix in just for a minute here. And we're going to add in our vanilla as soon as that mixes up. I am going to have to scrape my bowl because this attachment doesn't have the scraper on it. All right, you guys, I'm ready to add my vanilla, but I have a special guest here that's going to come help me.
Hi guys, I'm going to put in the vanilla.
That's a ½ teaspoon. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome. And by the way, guys, if we can get to 700 subscribers by the end of, let's say, April, that would mean a ton for me, my mom, Evan, and my dad. So if we can get that by the end of April, it'll mean a ton to us. Thanks.
Alright, so we're just giving this a quick mix, and I will scrape down my bowl again. Make sure we have everything fully incorporated and not just sitting on the sidelines here. Alright, so this whipped cream looks really good. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a mix, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, our key lime pie has cooled, and it is ready to put the whipped cream topping on. Make sure it's cooled because whipped cream will melt if you put it on a hot pie. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my tip 21, my Wilton tip 21 ready to pipe. And I have our whipped cream, which is nice and thick, and I'm going to put that in our bag. Now, I never overfill my bag. I only do it about halfway because you don't want all the whipped cream to come out of the top of the bag. All right, so I'm just gonna do some little round toppings here on our pie. Maybe about 1 per slice. So if you know how you're gonna slice your pie, each person can get a little bit of whipped cream on their slice. So I'm just going to put some of these all the way around. And one in the middle. And now to garnish it, we can garnish it a couple different ways, but I did go ahead and grate a little bit more lime zest, so we can kind of decorate these just a little bit to make them bring that green back in for the pie, so everybody knows it is a key lime pie. And then one other thing you can do is slice some of your limes. You can slice them a couple of different ways. I did these as round, so you can always put just a little lime garnish there, or you can do 1 or 2 to make it kind of look kind of pretty or neat, however you want to do your lime garnish there. There you have it. There's our key lime pie. We hope that you enjoy this recipe and that you make one that's just as refreshing and delicious. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like to see us make next time. Thanks. Bye.
And get us to 700 subscribers by the end of April. Bye.